So let's move to our components. Here we have the home.jsx. So let's move also to the home.view. So we will use the same function like we have done here. So the handle download. So let's copy it and reuse it inside the home.jsx. So let's paste the function here. So the first thing, like we have done in the view, so we received original size, image data, the compressed size, and also we need file name. Okay. So next we guessed the extension, same thing. We used file.split and we split using the dot and we guessed the extension. Next, we define the compressed image and we give its data image file extension and base64 with image data because the image data is base64, which is this one. So as you can see, you have the base64 content here. So next, we need to change the. So here we have file info, but in our case here inside the React project, so let's add another file, or not another file, another variable. Let's call it generated file. So we'll use this variable to display the information, this information that we have here, the results that we return from our backend. Okay. So let's call it generated file and set generated file. Okay. And we can also give it null, okay, as the default value. So now what we need to do, so instead of using the data dot like we have done in the view, which is data.file info, we can set now the generated file. So let's change it from data.info to set generated file, and we give it original size, compressed size, and file name. Okay. So next, what we need link like we have done. We give the href compressed image. We give the link download file name. We append the child to our body. We click on the link to download image and we remove the child. Finally, if we have an error, so we display the error. We tell the user that something went wrong. Now we have the handle download. So let's command this part and download the file. So let's go back, refresh, or it's already done, just to remove if there is any error. So let's now choose file. So here is our file. Let's click compress image, and here is compress image message. Let's open the file, and as you can see, we have the file here. So the file is WebP. Okay, let's change the format to JPG and use 19, and let's change also the size to 90, not 1990. So here let's choose the width to 1000 and compress again, and we have our file again. Let's open the file. So let's see the file. So now the size, as you can see, is changed, and also the extension here is JPG. Okay. So now we have downloaded our file. So we need also, let's also display the results. So we need to display the results, and to do that we need to add another component. So let's go back to our partials here and add another component. Let's call it show results.jsx and add here the default structure. So this show results component will receive the file that we have already defined here, which is generated, this one, generated file. So let's first let's add this component after the form here. So let's make sure that we have generated file, and we call show, let's call show results component and give it generated file as prop. So let's copy and paste, and we give it generated file. Okay. So now let's close this one and also this one. So now this component will receive generated file. And what we need now to do is to display the information that we have here. Let's go here, which is this one, that we have the compressed size, file size, and the file name. The compressed size, file name, and original size. Okay, so now we have generated file here. Let's do something. Let's go to, so I think, what is the name of the components that we have added inside our view project? Let's go back here. So it's a result component. So we have the same thing, just copy this div from here and paste it here inside our component. And now let's change it to class name. So we need class name. And here we don't need to check if we have file info. So instead of using file info, let's use generated file. And let's remove this extra. So remove only one from here and one from here. And same thing here. And here. And same thing here. And here. So save. Let's see what we have here. So as you can see, we have name, original size, and compressed size, but we need also styles for this component. Let's go back to our show. Where is it? Show or results preview. So we have here the results styles. So let's copy and go back to our index.css and add it here. So let's format our document and save, and let's go back and see. So now, as you can see, we have compressed name, compressed, original size, and compressed size. Let's choose another image using the click. So here is our image. So let's compress image. And as you can see, the image has been compressed. So we have original size and compressed size. So the compressed size is bigger than the original size. So let's do that again. Let's make it only 70. Choose a PNG. And let's remove the size. Let's make it optional. And do that again and see. So now we have the original size and compressed size. Okay, let's make it web-based. So I think now it will be compressed. So as you can see, the compressed size is less than the original size. So as you can see here, we have 265 kilobytes, and here we have only 91. So when you choose the web-based, so it's become smaller. Okay, so now we are done with compressing, downloading, and showing the results. So what is next? Next we need to add. So as you can see, we did not add the validation. So if I click on the compress, so I will get an error telling me that so as you can see, we have here an error, something went wrong, try again later. So we need to validate the data. So we need to validate the file that the user has chosen. Okay, so let's do that now.